Hello there, that's again me, Svetozar, and there is a class of English at Amilingo. Today we're gonna talk about an ideal world, what it is for you, and if you could arrange it, how would it be? What would be there? So I'm looking forward to hearing your ideas, to get to know what an ideal world can be in general. But we are all different, and I guess so all people can imagine something special, something new, something extraordinary. Well, that's it. That is the theme of our discussion tonight. And we've got a new student, the first student, Vitali. Hello to you.
Hello to you.
How are you feeling today? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling better than yesterday?
No, I'm not. It was hard day today, so it's.
Really?
I'm tired, a little bit tired.
Because of okay, today it wasn't. It hasn't been a day off. You had to work.
Yes, I went to work. Yes.
I see. Okay, and so there was the boss who was saying something again and again, something irritating, and you.
I don't know. He doesn't. He didn't hear. He didn't go
you.
to. Yes. No. Go to work. He was.
Come to work today.
Yes.
He hasn't come to work. Why? Or why? For what reason hasn't he come to work?
Because I told you that we have work like 1 day work and 1 day night work, and after this we have 2 days holidays.
I see, but that also concerns your boss. I guess the boss.
Yes. But when a lot of person go to vacation, so we don't have we don't have a lot people for work, so he have to work too with us.
Okay, when there are no many people in the office,
yes, he have to work. Yes,
he has to work as well. I see. Okay, so you are kind of tired today, and today has been really hot. So there was a kind of windy, but the wind has been very warm. I would say hot, but very interesting. Yes. By the way.
Yes.
Okay, good. What about you, Mikhail? How are you feeling today? The same as yesterday? No changes from yesterday?
No. From yesterday, no.
No changes, and from the day before yesterday?
So, from yesterday.
No changes either. So
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I see only to the future.
Okay, come on, guys. So every time when you come to my class, I would ask you to prepare a little piece of news. It can concern everything you wish. Your life, your personal life, it can concern the world, some news in the world, but you should be ready with a piece of news, because every time when I ask you, say that everything's the same, nothing new, nothing much, routine, and so forth. That's not really interesting. I'd like to hear some pieces of news, so get ready with a piece of news every time when you are at my class, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so everyone, just try to surf the internet, maybe something interesting from the world of culture, cinema, painting, I don't know, everything you wish. But you should be ready with a piece of news. That's a new rule of my classes. So no translation, no consulting the dictionary, and rule number 2, to be ready with a little piece of news every time when you come at my class. So don't forget it, mind it, and remember. Okay, Evgeny, what about you? How are you feeling today?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. Have you got a piece of news to tell us, to share with us?
Piece of news. I will be prepared for the next class, but not now.
Okay.
I don't have any news.
I see. Okay, so for today, no news. No news is good news. Alexander, nice to see you again. You missed some classes. What happened? You never did, but I haven't seen you for, I guess, 2 classes maybe.
Where
have you been?
It's difficult to learn with you when your lesson is too late. But
I see. Okay, sure. It's kind of late.
Because in my area, it's time
to sleep.
+2 hours, I think.
I see. Of course. That is too late. So you should, I don't know, sleep during the day and come at my classes.
I will try it.
Okay, okay, good. So what's new with you? Since well, the last time I saw you, it was, when was it? I don't remember exactly, but on Sunday, I guess, no?
Yes, it was French lesson.
Yeah. So how goes it, your French? Are you ready with for the next class of French?
Yes,
Have you been practicing the tasks I gave you?
Yes, I practiced tasks, and I'm looking forward to the next lesson.
I'm looking forward to being at the next lesson.
Yes.
Okay, so you're welcome. Well, we have a class on Sunday at the same time. Good. And what about English? How's your English?
I try to learn English too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good. In which way? What have you been doing? How have you been? What expression or I don't know word, a new word have you learned? Could you share with us within this period? Have you learned any new words, any new vocabulary, anything new?
I write down some new words on the cards and
Okay, good method.
And take it to the work.
Okay. What is? Would you tell us any new word you put down on the cards? What's the word or the word combination maybe?
It's about feelings, emotions.
Emotions. Okay. So, what is the expression or the word itself? Or you left the cards on at work? Did you leave the cards at work or you have them at home?
I leave it at work.
I left them at work.
I leave them at work.
I see. Okay. Aren't you afraid that someone could steal them?
No. Nobody won't learn English in my work.
Nobody wants to speak English there. Okay.
They are too lazy.
Lazy bones they are. I see. Okay. So yesterday we had a class dedicated to procrastination, and that is the case of your colleagues, I guess. So they don't wanna do something useful. They just work and then come back and have some rest, watch TV, drink beers, maybe something else. I don't know. Okay, so you are the only person at work who knows English, Alexander.
I'm the only driver who won't speak English, but other people have to speak English
too
in their job.
I mean at your work. So you've got. Do you work for a kind of company or something?
Yes, I work for a company.
Mm-hmm. And so among your colleagues, there is nobody who'd like to learn English.
Yes.
That's what I wanted to know. I see. So you are kind of a hero, the best of the best, the best driver. So you should get better salary. So a driver who speaks English should get better salary. You should talk to your boss. I'm serious.
Okay.
Okay, and by the way, you started learning French. It's high time you spoke to your boss about the salary. So think of it. And by the way, I remember you promised to do something. Did you?
Yes, but I didn't do it.
You didn't keep to the promise. You didn't ride a horse. Did you?
I didn't.
Oh dear. So now I think that I cannot trust you because you promised. You promised not only to me but to all the students. I had your word. Why didn't you?
There was a problem
with the horse.
With the people who had to take pictures.
To take pictures of you riding a horse. What kind of pictures?
Photos of when I.
Okay, so you rode a horse, but there are no pictures.
No, I didn't ride.
You didn't ride a horse because you couldn't find a person who could take pictures of you riding a horse.
Yes, yes.
Okay, I see. Well, if I were there, I would take a picture with pleasure because I like taking pictures. Okay, so next time, tell me, I would come to Ulyanovsk. It's where you live, yeah?
Yeah.
And I would take a picture of you right in a house. Okay, anyway, today we're gonna talk about an ideal world. And well, I'd like to hear some ideas of yours. What is an ideal world for you? What's in there? So have you ever thought of an ideal world? I mean, your little world where you could arrange everything you wish. So, Vitali, have you ever thought of an ideal world? What is in there in your ideal world?
You know, it's maybe I don't know if I understand right this topic. It's
well, what is
maybe
just ideal world? Something perfect, a perfect world for you. What is a perfect world for you? What is in there? In my ideal world, there is winter. I don't know. There is summer. People never, I don't know, work something. It depends. Just it can be whatever you wish. That is an ideal world. The world you have dreamt of, maybe. So what is there in your ideal world, in your perfect world?
maybe it's promise.
Promise?
I mean, yes, maybe promise when because it's just not for me, just word. I mean, it's some deeper. Maybe if somebody promised for me, it's for me it's very important that she could do it.
Just a second. I'm afraid I don't get what you mean.
Maybe I don't understand you because I don't understand what do you mean.
What do you promise? She promised. So you are related. You are trying to associate it with someone who promised something to you. But an ideal world is just like, well, for example, you know what the world is, right? So the world nowadays it's the world itself with a lot of problems, with a lot of I know stress and so on and so forth. Now it's the war in Ukraine, for example, and well, actually not only in Ukraine, abroad as well. So what would you do if you could change the world? And what is an ideal world for you? Okay, let's try to listen to someone else. Maybe you will get it better. So, Evgeny, what about you? What is an ideal world for you? Do you understand the meaning of this expression?
No, could you explain it to me?
Come on, guy. I mean, an ideal world. Do you understand the words? I mean, the meaning of words. Ideal world. Perfect world. I don't know. The better world.
The world without war, or like something like this, like.
Well, possible. It depends on you. So that's your opinion. That's your. That's something I'd like to hear. Okay, let me try to describe my ideal world. So in my ideal world, the weather isn't hot, neither cold. It's something between. It's like usual. It's kind of spring weather all the year round. There are a lot of trees, a lot of mountains, rivers, lakes are clean, and there is a lot of fish in it. In them, people are friendly. They speak different languages, and there are a lot of activities people can do without payment, so they are free. What else? Well, there are a lot of animals in nature, and people don't kill them because all the people are vegetarians. Well, let it be. Well, I just trying to imagine. Well, people speak you know, people don't try to get as much as possible. They like giving, not receiving. Well, what else? Well, that's it. Just like several details about the ideal world in my vision. But it can be something else. For example, for someone there will be mountains of chocolate, rivers of milk. I don't know, something that you could imagine, something fantastic even. But you can't do that. That is a world you can dream of. So that's it. So the world in which you would feel comfortable, more comfortable than you feel now.
Oh, I'm sorry, but because I heard world, not word. Как бы
World, that's right.
Yes.
World, not world.
Word.
But
Word. Yes.
Yes, the
I had a mistake. I had a mistake, so it's because I don't understand.
World, that's it. World.
Yes. Yes. So now I can tell about my ideal world.
Okay, ideal world. So come on, do it.
So
What is
my ideal word, word is like as you, but in our country now it's a war. So for me it's very important to live without a war, and I want that people.
I want people to do something.
I want people to work. And everybody works, and
I want everybody to work.
I want everybody to work, and that never everybody want live with happy, and don't think about salary, about how to try to work more hardly, because she can't pay for credits and something like that. So I want
let me correct a little bit, Titari. So I want everybody to live happily and not think of. Okay, so I want. For a second, I will just put it down. I want somebody to do something or not to do something. If it's a negative sentence, I want somebody, like everyone or people, not to do something. So I want everybody
more happiness.
more happily, just happily, or in Vitali's sentence was, I want everybody to live with happy, something was like that. So I want everyone to live happily, not to think about salary, not to think how to earn more without war, and so on and so forth. That's it. That is. Hello to you, Albina, by the way. Just we're discussing and I didn't greet you. So how are you feeling today?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope everybody is fine too here.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. So it seems to be like that. Okay, so coming back to the ideal world, to the Vitalis ideal world. So there is no war. People work, but they do not think about how to get more money. So they just happy with what they have. And what about the outside of your world? What is it there?
The question for me?
No, it's first Vitali has started talking about his ideal world. So Vitali, what's there in the ideal world? I mean, nature, buildings, houses.
So I mean, I know that we have to be more greener than we are, because our nature is not very good, especially.
Environment.
What?
You mean the environment?
Yes. I mean, we have to do something that our nature stay more beautiful than it's now.
Than it is now.
It is now, yes, because I think nature was more beautiful than now, because our modern life it's crush it.
Changed it, not in a very good way. I see. Okay. Thank you for the sharing of your ideal world. Alexander, what about you? What is there in your ideal world? How do you imagine it?
I imagine my ideal world like it was in film Elysium. Did you see it?
Have I seen? What is the movie?
Elysium.
I'm afraid I haven't seen the movie. What is it about? So could you describe it, because I haven't seen the movie?
It's about future when the most part of people removed to the space station, and there were biosphere, and they live there without illness, without war, without criminal, and it was like in Russian.
In Russian.
Paradise, I think.
Kind of paradise, okay.
Yes.
I see. Okay, so you'd like to live in paradise, in this sort of paradise, like in that movie.
Sorry?
You'd like to live in this kind of paradise, like in that movie you saw.
Yes.
And what attracts you most of all in this sort of the world, or the world you have described? What is the thing that attracts you most of all? The most. What is the most attractive thing in this world for you?
Attractive thing?
Yeah, the most attractive thing, something that attracts you, or something that you like most of all in it.
Clear nature, clear towns,
Clean nature and towns.
Rivers, areas.
I see. So absence of pollution in the air, in the environment.
Smiling people.
I'm sorry?
Smiling people.
Smiling people. Well, do you like when people smile?
Yes, I like it.
And if they smile like Americans do, I mean, Americans, like they can be, they can smile, but that's not really sincere.
I don't know how it in American, but when I was in Germany, I was surprised that all people every time smiling.
And was it really sincere? They felt smiling, they really felt like that, or it was just a mask?
It seemed like it was real.
It seemed to be true, yeah?
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Anyway, well, it's pleasant to see smiling people, but as for me, I really like it when it is sincere, but it's not always the case. Okay, thanks for the description of your ideal world, Alexander. Now I'll send you a link. We'll continue the discussion about an ideal world. Just a second, please. Let me send you a link, as I always do. Here it goes. So please, here you are. So click on it, get a file downloaded, and actually the first part will be also a speaking part. We will read kind of a question and comment on it. So an ideal world, getting personal. Here is we've got a kind of questionnaire. This week we asked the actress and model Isabella Rossellini and dancer Joaquin Cortez. But these are the questions I will ask you. So have you got the file?
Yes, I got.
Good.
I'm not yet.
You haven't got yet? Okay, come on, take your time, get it downloaded. There'll be some questions.
I got it.
Sorry? You got it. Okay. By the way, here to discuss this topic, you should know a little bit the second conditional. Have you learned it? Do you know how to use it? Have you ever heard about it? Second conditional. Nope.
Yes, it was.
Well, anyway, I will just give you the scheme. Just a second. So you use if, after that you use past simple, and then would, wouldn't plus infinitive. And here are some examples. For example, if I had more money, you see if, then I put the word in the past simple, had. If I had, so the verb to have, and the past simple, it is had. If I had more money, that is I would buy a bigger house. I'd buy a bigger house. Another example, if he spoke English, he could get a job in a hotel. So the verb to speak, we put in the past form, spoke, and then here we got not would but could, but it's actually also one of the way to use a second conditional. So he could get a job, or we can say he would get a job. We could change a little bit the phrase. And last example, if I were you, one of the most widespread formulas of the second conditional. So if I were you, not I was, but I were you, I'd buy a new computer. So that is the same, I would buy. So it is very easy to use, but you should know the forms of the regular verbs in the past tense. So that's the only maybe problem that might that the student, that a person who uses second conditional might have. So, but in general, that is not difficult. So, is that clear? This the construction, how you should use it? Yeah.
In general, yes.
In general, yes. So, while practicing, while discussing the subject, we will see if it is clear enough. So, the first question: if you could live in another period of time for its fashion, when would you choose and why? Here it's about clothes, you know, something maybe dealing with design, interior, and so on. So if you could live in another period of time for its fashion, when would you choose and why? Albina, the first question is for you.
Yes. And maybe I will choose the clothes which I wear, which I dress now, currently. I mean the modern period.
Sorry to interrupt you. Well, here it's about like, you know, some years, like centuries.
Yeah.
Yes,
I understood.
Century, maybe the medieval ages, maybe ancient times. Well, and anything you wish.
Unfortunately, I'm loser, yeah, in this something like
period.
Fashion period. Yeah, I didn't know what exactly the dresses.
But I guess you have seen some movies. Maybe you read some books in which they were description. You could see some dresses you liked, or you prefer the modern life, the modern. Yeah.
Yes, of course. I was watching some.
I was
some
watching.
clothes.
Yeah,
but I don't know. But I don't know the period of time. What the year?
Okay, it's not really year, but years, like 50s, 60s,
20s. Maybe someone may help me to.
Okay, so let's ask a question to someone else. Evgeny, what about you? So if you could live in another period of time for its fashion, what would you choose and why?
I'm not sure about if I know the fashions of different centuries.
Well, guys, come on. Well, it can be, I don't know, some, you know, some periods maybe from the beginning of the 20th century.
No, I think that the clothes was too complicated and consisted of different. I know. I don't know how to explain it. Like now the clothes is more simple.
Now clothes are more simple than they used to be.
Yeah.
Okay, so you wouldn't.
That's why I prefer more simple, and I prefer the modern clothes.
Okay, so
like the simpler it, the better it is.
I see. Okay, so what about Vitali? Kind of a period of time for his fashion. What would it be?
So if I could live in another period of time, so I would choose maybe 18th, because it is because it's for me. I liked modern clothes too, but at that time it was modern clothes for them. So it's very interesting for me to feel how it was, and I choose this period of time.
You would choose that period of time?
I would choose this period of time, yes.
That period of time, okay.
Put on, yeah? It's put on. You may dress, you see in the mirror how you look like, and
no,
after...
just feel the period, not just try it on, just go
yes,
to
I understood the clothes, put on, and after you will dress in our modern clothes.
Well, okay, yeah, you can put on some clothes. So
take it on.
as far as I got it, I wanted to say that he would like to feel not only the clothes, like to put on some clothes, but also the period itself. I mean, the epoch, isn't it?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, puts on. There is what you have put. Well, puts on. It's not obligatory to choose just to put on and then puts off. It's can be just to get dressed anyway. So to feel the period, we can feel the period not only through clothes, but maybe also due to some music, due to some tendencies and so on. Okay. Yeah. Try on. That is the better way to say. You can say like try on. Put on just like to get dressed and try on something and then change for other clothes possible. Okay, so that'll do with the first question. The second one, if you could come back in another life, who or what would you like to be? So, Alexander, what about you?
If I could
come back in another life, who or what would you like to be? So now you're Alexander, and if you could come back to another life, who or what would you like to be?
maybe I have already told about.
No, but that's an ideal world for you. So anyway, you didn't tell us about who you'd like to be. You'd like, as far as I get, when you were talking about that ideal world for you, you'd like to be yourself. But now the question is a little different.
Maybe
So who would like to? What maybe it can be an animal, a bird. It can be an object, as you wish.
I would be maybe maybe any bird.
A bird.
Yeah.
Why? And what kind of bird maybe, or just explain the reasons for which you'd like to be a bird.
Any kind of fast bird.
To be able to do what?
To be able to fly and not to be eaten by other birds.
By other birds. So you'd like to be a big bird and a fast one.
Yes.
So the only reason for which you'd like to be a big and fast bird, it's not to be eaten by other birds, or just to, I don't know, to fly, to see the world, to fly far.
I would like to fly far and higher.
Okay, I like to fly far and high. And what places would you visit first if you were a bird and you could fly?
All places that I could
reach. All the places I could reach.
Could reach.
Okay, and what would you eat as a bird? Would it be an ordinary bird or a magical bird? An extraordinary one? What would you eat as a bird?
Some insects, worms.
Yeah. If Alexander were an ordinary bird, so he would eat insects. But if not, so that is why I'm asking if Alexander would be an ordinary bird or extraordinary one. So, Alexander.
I would like to be.
Yeah, I would like to be a bird, but what kind of food would you eat? Insect, as Albina has proposed, or something else? Some mosquitoes, bugs, or I don't know, spiders.
No, maybe some
other birds.
Smaller birds.
Okay, so you like to be a bigger bird, not to be eaten by other birds, but you'd like to be a bigger bird also to eat other little birds.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, that's the idea. Okay, thank you. What about others? Mihail, what about you? If you could be someone else, or what is the question? If you could come back in another life, who or what would you like to be, and what for which reasons? Mikhail?
Okay, maybe
so you try to say first, if I could come back, just all the sentence.
If I would...
if I could come back.
I could come back in another life. I would like to be...
so I would like to be?
in human person.
Human. Okay. What kind of human? Whom would you like to be?
It's hard to say. Maybe a painter.
A painter.
Yes.
Okay. Why? Do you like
I
painting?
I like this kind of spending of time.
Creativity.
Yes.
So you are fond of painting. Do you paint? Have you ever tried to paint yourself?
Myself, yes, I try.
Really? Okay. And so if you were a painter, what would you paint? Portraits, landscapes?
I try to make maybe landscapes. I prefer to make landscapes.
I try to
Make landscapes pictures.
landscapes. Landscapes.
Yes, landscapes.
Landscapes. Okay.
Something like that. Maybe.
And this is something you have tried. So, as Mikhail, you have tried to paint some landscapes. Yeah. You said that you have tried to paint.
Yeah. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. Well, my question is, what would you paint if you were a painter in that new life? And what have you painted as Mikhail? Because you said you tried to paint something.
Oh. It's how to say it? It's same pictures maybe. Landscapes, maybe nature more.
I see. Okay. Okay. So anyway, you'd like to be a painter. Good. Let's go further. Next question. If you could change one part of your body, what would it be? Interesting question. So, whose turn is it to answer? Evgeny, what about you? Would you like to change any part of your body?
Yeah, I would like to change my stomach.
Stomach, really?
I want it. I would want it to not to ask me for food.
Okay, you'd like to have a stomach that wouldn't ask for more and more food.
Yeah.
I see. I see. Are you eating now?
Yep.
Okay, I see. Where are you eating? Something.
I eat potatoes and meat.
Okay, so
vegetables and meat. Actually, there is not only potatoes, the tomatoes, but this cucumber, right? Yeah, cucumbers, potatoes, and meat.
I see. So you are not satisfied with the stomach.
I think if we come back in another life, he would like to be a cook. Or,
really?
Yes.
Well, but as far as I got, again, he's not satisfied with his stomach, and if you could change a part of the body, he would ask for a stomach that wouldn't ask for eating all the time. As far as I got.
Yeah, you're right.
That's it. I see. Okay, Vitaly, what about you? Would you like to change any part of your body?
I tried to don't think about it.
I try not to think about it. Okay.
Not to think about it because I have a lot of problem with my body. I had a lot of problem with my body, but now it's not a very big problem. But it's too with my stomach.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you have the same problem as Evgeny? You like eating, or it's something different?
I was very fat before, so and it's not. It's just I'm in process, so I have stomach yet.
Okay, so you used to be not very.
Used to be, yes. Yes.
So now you are improving. Okay, that is so. If you could change any part of your body, you wouldn't change anything because now you are in a good shape and everything's more or less fine.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Well, number 4. What would you wear if you were invited on a date by someone you really liked? Albina. What would you wear? What would you put on? Yeah, there is the expression. If you were invited by someone who you really liked.
If I
If I were invited by someone.
If I weren't invite to the date,
I would probably.
I would not dress nothing. It is like
really.
I don't know what I can dress. Maybe yes, but it's the usual question. If excuse me, if I was
invited.
If I was invited on the date with someone which I like really.
Someone who, not which, who I really liked.
Yes, I would not dress clothes. Yeah. Maybe.
What would you put? Would you go nuded?
Yes, that's right.
Naked?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You seducted that person.
It's simple answer. Don't be seriously and don't image it. It's simple question because.
Simple question? What do you mean simple?
Not simple. It's not simple question. Excuse me. Yeah, it's a question which I confuse it to answer. Maybe dress.
Well, it can be a dress. It can be no. It's kind of a dress. For example, okay. What is your favorite color? Do you have a favorite color?
Yeah, I like bright color.
Bright.
It may be red or green and the blue color. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So either you would go nuded, either you would put something red, blue, and something bright.
That's right.
Okay, I see. Well, and Alexander, what about you? If you were invited by someone on a date, if you were invited on a date by someone who you really liked, what would you put on? What would you put on? In which way would you get dressed? What would you wear?
I think usual clothes.
Usual clothes.
Yes.
What is usual clothes for you?
Comfortable clothes.
And what is that? Can you just give examples of clothes that is comfortable for you?
Jeans, t-shirt, trainers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, but to impress the person whom you really like, would it be a good idea to put just simple clothes like this?
Okay. Red t-shirt, red trainers.
Okay. Nice.
Yellow jeans.
Yellow jeans. Yeah. Nice. Have you got a pair of yellow jeans?
No.
But you would buy a pair of yellow jeans. I have never seen yellow jeans. Have you?
I have never seen.
Either, or either, as Americans say. Well, it can be just a pair of yellow pants. Well, I mean, not regular jeans, just trousers, pants, and so on. Okay. Well, but
may I ask if I were invited, yeah, on a date?
Sorry.
I would like to note the sentence. I should answer if I were invited.
No,
yeah?
If I was invited. If I were you, but if I was invited, better to say.
Is it passive voice, yeah?
Yeah, that's right, it's passive voice. Sure. By someone who I really liked. By someone yeah, that's it. So if I was invited by some passive voice, sure, that's it. Okay, so you're welcome. So a pair of yellow jeans or pants, a red t-shirt, and what else? And some pair of shoes. What color of shoes would you put on, Alexander?
I I
So-
have trainers with white, red, yellow colors.
Okay, well, that would suit well to everything you would put on. Okay, next question we've got, actually the last one from this questionnaire. What would you eat for your last meal, and who, dead or alive, would you share it with? Interesting question. So, what about Vitali? Could you answer the question, please? So, what would you eat for your last meal, and who, dead or alive, would you share it with? Dead or alive means...
I know, I understand.
Okay, you understand, you guessed it.
So, last my meal was shashlik. I really like it.
Just a second, sorry for interrupting, but I guess I haven't understood properly. So, if it was your last meal, like the last meal in your life,
Понял.
so what would you eat for your last meal, and who would you share it with? It can be an animal, it can be a person, it can be a group of people, whatever, whoever.
Шашлык из Гутерова.
Yes. So.
I didn't guess.
I told that really it can be shashlik. It's my if about meal.
Barbecue.
But share, I will share maybe with my very closer friend, maybe, or maybe with my who's my family. I think it. I know my father like shashlik too, so I can share with him. Likes, yes.
So if it was your last meal, you would share it with your family or close friends.
Yes.
And it would be just shashlik, and that's it.
Oh, I can tell more.
Well, a meal. It can. What would you eat with it?
Cheese. I really like cheese. I like.
So would you eat cheese together with shashlik?
No, no. I mean it's with sugar cheese, not.
Cottage cheese.
How it?
I guess you mean cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese. Yes.
Cottage. So you would eat shashlik and cottage cheese.
No. I like.
Your last meal, so that will be shashlik and no vegetables, no.
Vegetables, grilled vegetables maybe or potatoes in grilled potatoes with some sauce. So and enough because I don't eat today, so I won't eat. So.
That's enough.
Enough.
Today. Or you haven't eaten shashlik.
No. I don't have dinner because I just come from work and I hear. So after our lesson I go to eat something.
Will you eat shashlik with your family?
No. Just something more easier than shashlik for night.
I see. Okay, I see. Well, we've got another student, Richard. Is that your name?
Yes, that's my name.
Okay, nice to meet you. Where do you come from?
What is your name?
My name is Svetozar. Nice to meet you.
And I know Albina very well.
Okay, and where do you come from?
No, I don't know anyone else, just Albina.
Okay, that's. But is it another class, Mikhail? Is it a class or it's a new student?
No, Albina has been one of my students for many years.
Oh, really?
I teach. I'm an English teacher.
I see. Well, that's great. Well, we are now discussing the ideal worlds. And have you come to this to participate in this small discussion, right?
Yes, fine. Okay. But I'm just having a cup of tea, and Albina invited me to come and visit with you.
Oh, I see. Okay, great. Thanks for coming. So, and where do you come from? I mean,
I live in Florida.
Okay, good.
In America.
there? Is it hot? Because here in Kiev, it's
No, it's not so bad. I can show you.
Mm-hmm.
I can show you. I should give you all a thrill by looking out at the...
Oh, that's very nice. What a swimming
Very good.
We are talking today about an ideal world. So I guess you've got one.
Ideal what?
Ideal world.
Oh, ideal world. You're putting a V with your W there.
Okay.
Okay, but what is your country?
Well, Ukraine.
You're from Ukraine. I have 2 students in Ukraine. 3 actually.
Okay, good.
Yeah, one who is now in Crimea.
Well, that's it.
Yeah, and I have another one in western Ukraine, close to Poland.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Sena. And then I have another one that's not far from Donetsk.
Well, the situation now isn't very easy there. It's kind of complicated.
Yeah, and I have many Russian students.
Mm-hmm.
I had a girl from Kazakhstan. Albina knows her. Katya came to see me this summer.
Okay.
And she was here for 3 weeks. And we had a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
But,
okay.
And she is Russian and she speaks English. She is a translator.
I see. And how long have you been teaching English?
I've been retired for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been teaching 4 or 5 years. I was an electrical engineer. Okay, go back to your lesson. Don't let me interrupt.
No, it's interesting to get to know you a little better. Okay, and your name is Richard. So, Richard, would you tell us what is an ideal world for you?
Oh, an ideal girl. Well, of course you can see that
girl.
Oh, I thought you said the girl.
Okay, you can say both, the girl and the girl.
Well, I will tell you quite frankly that the ideal world for me doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
But if it were to be true,
yeah,
we would all love one another. There would be no wars. There would be no differences in religious beliefs or any of these things. We would all have one religion, and that religion would be love.
That's nice.
Yes, and Albina, she knows that. Don't you, Albina?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
so anyway, you go back to your lesson. Just let me listen.
To participate in our small discussion. So, actually, the last question was, what would you eat for your last meal, and who would you share it with?
Are you asking me that?
I'm sorry?
Are you asking me?
Okay, yeah, we have already discussed. We have already discussed enough. Well, it would be nice and interesting to get what would you eat for your last meal, and who would you share it with?
Oh, who would? Okay, I would like to share it with Albina.
Okay, I see that.
And we would have okoroshka.
Okoroshka?
Yeah. Yes, it's a Russian word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, have you tasted it, Richard?
What? So,
have you tasted it?
Okay, anyway, go back to your lesson and pardon me for interrupting.
Okay, anyway. Good. So, guys, that'll do with our small discussion about this questionnaire. Now, let's go further. There will be listening parts. We're going to listen to 4 people describing their dream house, and your task will be to match the pictures from 1 to 4. You've got 4 pictures there. So, I will just play the records, and your task will be to match the pictures with their speakers, okay? Are you ready to listen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get started. Just a second, please.
4.9. 1. When I retire, if I can afford it, I'd love to live in a cottage in a picturesque village somewhere in the country, not too remote. The most important thing for me would be the garden. I'd like a traditional English garden with fruit trees and lots of flowers. Not too big, though. I'd spend my life in the garden, especially in the spring and summer.
2. My dream house would be on the coast, by the sea, on a beautiful, unspoiled beach. It'd be modern and quite simple, with wooden floors and big windows, and from every window you'd be able to see the sea. It'd be quite isolated, with no neighbors for miles and miles. Can you imagine? Just the sound of the wind in the sea.
3. I'd love to have a big old townhouse in the centre of London. Maybe one of those beautiful terraced houses with big rooms and high ceilings, and a lovely staircase going down to the hall. But the bathrooms and kitchens would have to be modern, because old ones are cold and a bit impractical. I'd need some help looking after it, though, so I'd probably...
4. If I won the lottery, which of course I won't, I'd buy a big penthouse flat near the river with a great view. A really high-tech flat, you know, with one of those intelligent fridges, which orders food from the supermarket all by itself when you're running out, and a huge TV and music system, but all very stylish and minimalist.
Okay, that's all with our little records. Now the task is to match the speakers with 4 pictures you've got. So the first speaker, what picture would match the best way to something we've heard? Okay, Vitali, what would you think? What would you say?
So
matches the best the first speaker.
I have to choose the picture of first speaker, yes?
Yeah, that's right. So we have listened to 4 people talking about their dream house, and you go to A, B, C, D pictures.
So pictures B goes to 1.
So the first person who was describing their
describing garden, yes, and how she works there.
Okay.
So
was it a man or a woman talking about the dream house? The first person.
It was woman.
It was a woman. Okay, good. The second person, which picture describes the best way? The one of the pictures given, Albina. The second person. Albina, are you with us? Nope. I guess there is a kind of problem with the connection. Okay, Alexander, what about you? What would you say?
The
second person.
Spoke about
the second person, you mean?
Second person about picture D.
Picture D, okay. So, was it a man or a woman talking about the dream house?
It was woman.
It was a woman, was it?
Oh, I don't remember.
Okay, anyway, I've chosen the D picture. Does anyone have another idea, or you agree with Alexander?
It was a man.
That was a man, okay, and that is picture D. The third person who was talking, describing the dream house, so which of the houses left? We've got 2 houses left. Mikhail.
On the first pictures, yes, it's a B. The house is.
Could you repeat, please? I haven't heard you properly.
Could you repeat the question? I don't.
Yes, the third person. The third person has been describing which picture? Which house of the 4 pictures given? So we have already chosen B and D. So there are A and C left. So which one do you choose for the third person?
I choose B.
B.
I care about the garden a lot of work.
It's about the first person. The first person, the woman was describing a house with a garden. That was the first person. And what about the third one?
I don't remember. I mean, maybe how to say? Maybe I did
a little bit. Okay. So, well, who can help? Richard. Richard, have you got, by the way, the documents? I guess you haven't got. There is a link, and just a second. Let me go and paste it once again.
I sent the link.
Okay, you have already done.
Could I make a comment?
Sure.
I thought it was quite interesting, this man who was going to have a house on the sea, on this beautiful shore, with all of the windows. He could see the sea from all of the windows. And I thought, I guess this house will not have a backside.
Maybe, maybe not.
So that would be a very strange house.
Wouldn't you like to live in such a house?
Anyway, go on.
Okay, wouldn't you like to live in such a house, Richard?
Well, I live in a house not far from the sea.
Great.
And we have beautiful beaches here.
Okay.
And I live in, when you have time, well, you look at photos of Sarasota, Florida, and you will see that we have the nicest beaches in the world here.
Okay.
And I'm only just a few minutes from the beach. So,
but
my house, I cannot see the beach from my house.
Oh, I see.
It's not a big problem, I think.
No, it's not a big problem.
Okay, good.
Okay, anyway, and that I remember a lady who wanted a flat in the center of London, but I didn't pay a lot of attention to her either.
You mean the first lady describing her?
Well, I didn't rate them by A, B, C, or D.
Yeah.
No.
The point is that it's a kind of a task. Here, I send a link to you, and according to the task, you should choose like match the houses, the pictures given in the exercise to people talking, describing their dream houses in their records. That's it.
Oh, you send a link to me, huh?
Yeah, that's right. So if you scroll down, that will be the second page. You would find 4 pictures.
How did you send it? Did you send it by?
Well, there is the chat on the right. If you click on the right, so there is a chat, and you can see the link.
On the right or the left? I see on the left. I see a bar.
Well, I don't know how it works there at your computer, but well, it's on the right. Usually, it's on the right, isn't it?
No, it's on the left. I mean, I have nothing on the right.
Well, there is a sign of the chat on the left. You should click on it, and there the chat will appear on the right.
Okay. So, anyway, that's okay. Go on with your class.
Okay. So let's go on with our task. So we have chosen, it was a picture. Well, by the way, we haven't solved the problem. So what is the picture? The third
picture A. It's picture A about big house with a great floor and big windows in the center of London.
And what about the fourth person who was talking about big TV set and...
oh, yes, it was third. Sorry. So it's picture C, and about London, it's a picture A.
So the third person, that is picture C, and the last one, the fourth person, that is picture A, with modern furniture, big TV sets, and so on and so forth. So that is B, D, C, and A. Now let's go through the exercise B. Listen again and match the people with what they say. So which speaker would not like to have other people living nearby? Which speaker would like to live somewhere that was partly old and partly modern? Which one would not spend much time inside their dream house? And which of the 4 speakers doesn't think they will ever get their dream house? So let's listen once again to the records and try to find who said what.
4.9. 1. When I retire, if I can afford it, I'd love to live in a cottage in a picturesque village somewhere in the country, not too remote. The most important thing for me would be the garden. I'd like a traditional English garden with fruit trees and lots of flowers. Not too big, though. I'd spend my life in the garden, especially in the spring and summer.
2. My dream house would be on the coast, by the sea, on a beautiful, unspoiled beach. It'd be modern and quite simple, with wooden floors and big windows, and from every window you'd be able to see the sea. It'd be quite isolated, with no neighbors for miles and miles. Can you imagine? Just the sound of the wind in the sea.
3. I'd love to have a big old townhouse in the centre of London. Maybe one of those beautiful terraced houses with big rooms and high ceilings, and a lovely staircase going down to the hall. But the bathrooms and kitchens would have to be modern, because old ones are cold and a bit impractical. I'd need some help looking after it, though, so I'd probably...
4. If I won the lottery, which of course I won't, I'd buy a big penthouse flat near the river with a great view. A really high-tech flat, you know, with one of those intelligent fridges, which orders food from the supermarket all by itself when you're running out, and a huge TV and music system, but all very stylish and minimalist.
So that's it. Which of the speakers wouldn't like to have other people living nearby? Alexander?
I didn't catch it.
You didn't get it, okay. What about you, Vitali?
It's picture B.
So picture B, the person who'd like to live in picture B. So that woman. The woman would like to have other people living nearby.
No, sorry, it's not picture B. Sorry, it's I'm confused. It's second.
So who wouldn't like to have other people living nearby? Who'd like to live in a remotest place, far from people?
It's D.
So the
D,
person
yes,
would
right.
like to live in picture D. Okay, that's
Yes,
that guy, that man. Okay, good. Who would like to live somewhere that was pretty old and partly old and partly modern? Which of the person? Which of the people?
It's picture C.
Picture C. That woman would like to live in a kind of flat with high ceiling. Okay. Who wouldn't spend much time inside their dream house? Mikhail, have you got any idea? Nope. You haven't been following our dialogue? Okay. Alexander, what about you? Could you tell me?
I couldn't tell you.
Why not? Come on. You're a smart guy. You can do that. Have you been listening carefully and attentively to the dialogue? So, Vitali, would you help us?
It's picture B, because she spent time in the garden.
That's right. So she likes gardening a lot, so she would be happy to spend much time there in her garden. And the last one, so who doesn't think they will ever get their dream house? Who said it? Have you got? So who doesn't think they will ever get their dream house? Which of the speakers? Picture A. Are you sure? It's 100% or just supposition?
Doesn't think they will ever get. Sorry. Picture C, of course.
Picture C. Why you say of course?
Because she told about it. She
mentioned it.
Yes. She doesn't believe that she will live more modern, more better.
Doesn't believe she would ever have such a dream house. The way she has described it. Okay. So anyway, these and what about you? In which four of the houses, dwellings mentioned in the dialogue in this record, would you like to live in? In A, in B, in C, or in D? Alexander. Which one do you like most of all and why? And in which would you like to live, maybe?
I think D.
D. Why do you like it more than others?
Because I like great sightsee, great view on the nature.
Okay, close to nature and close to the seaside.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. What about you, Mikhail? Which of the houses do you like?
I like houses on the letter D, maybe D or A.
D or A. Okay. Well, they are really different. I mean, the A is very modern and kind of a city, like close to people and modern life, and D is a kind of remotest placed. So you like both. Okay. So maybe two, like to have some rest and to get distracted, you would go in D house, and to live and work, there will be A house. Okay. And what about you, Vitali? Which of the houses?
B.
B. There is a house with a kind of a small garden, but not very far from people, right?
Yes, of course. Near the city, but with some green. I like it.
I see. Richard, what about you? Which of the houses mentioned do you prefer?
Well, I of course didn't pay a lot of attention to whether they A, B, C, or D, but I listened to this man who wanted to live on the beach and alone, no neighbors, with the window that sees the ocean. And I sailed for many years.
Really?
On my own sailboat.
Really?
And I saw some beautiful, beautiful beaches around the world. And so, of course, I'm always drawn back to the sea. When I hear someone describe the ocean, when I hear someone describe a beach, and when I hear someone describe the sea. But also, I like the lady who liked to garden. I love nature, and I like to see and make things grow. So that's another thing that I found attractive in the dialogue that I heard. But I'm just very interested in seeing how you are conducting your interviews, and it will be interesting for me to watch and see how you do this. Tell me now, how do I pronounce your name? Svetozar?
That's right, Svetozar. That's good.
Svetozar. And Mikhail is there. And Mikhail, let's see, I'm looking for another word. Alexander.
That's right.
And okay, this one is in Russian.
Yes,
so,
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian.
Vitaly.
Oh, Vitaly.
Vitaly.
But I speak French as well. Do any of you speak French? Pas français?
Actually, I'm a teacher of French.
You're a teacher of French?
That's it.
Vraiment, monsieur, il parle très bien français aussi.
Oui, c'est ça. Je parle français, en fait. Je me sens plus confortable.
Oui. Tu as plus de langue française. C'était langue.
Okay, Richard, have you got a Skype or something? Is it possible to add you and to talk a little bit after the class? I mean, in general.
Yes, I'm on Skype with Albina right now. Albina tells me that she's having technical problems.
Okay, I see.
That's why she's not here.
Oh, I see. Well,
so, but I will give you my Skype name.
Yep. Could you?
Okay.
Could you just?
And my Skype name is my two names, Richard.
Okay.
Which you know how to spell.
That's it. That's right. And what is your second name? I cannot hear you right now. Richard, your microphone is muted, I guess. I cannot hear you.
Read by lips.
Mikhail.
Mihail, have you muted the microphone, the Richard's microphone, or something? Nope.
No, but why? I'm looking up at my control, and it says.
So now I can hear you. Okay, so what's your second name?
No, but how come I can't turn this? Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yep. Now we can hear you.
Can you see me?
Nope, but we can hear you.
Oh wait, turn the camera. Oh, okay. Now can you see me?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, but car, K-A-R-R.
K. What is the second letter?
A.
Able.
K. Romeo.
K.
Do you know the radio alphabet? Kilo.
Yeah.
Alpha.
Okay.
Romeo.
Okay, double R.
Yes, K-A-R-R, but it's Richard,
R.
point or period, K-A-R-R, and that's my Skype name.
I see. Okay, thanks.
And so I would be very happy to speak to you.
So would I. Well, especially if you speak French. Actually, I prefer...
Oui, ma femme, elle est française, professeure de français et espagnol.
Super. Alors, on va pratiquer le français avec vous si vous êtes pas...
Oui, ma femme, elle est professeure. Yeah, my wife teaches in the university. She's a PhD.
Great. That's
doctor.
awesome. Okay.
Okay, so I think I will leave your chat now.
Okay, thanks for coming. It was really pleasant to meet you and to
Yes, and I will see you on Skype.
Okay, so see you later, Richard. Have a nice day.
Okay, so au revoir. I don't know how to get rid of this. Where do I check out?
Get rid of this. You should just, I don't know, leave the, I don't know.
Oh, I see. It's a red telephone. Okay, au revoir, au revoir, au revoir, tout le monde.
À bientôt.
Goodbye, all of you. You're very happy.
Goodbye.
I will see you again.
Oh,
I will
sure.
see you all
You're
again,
welcome.
okay?
Yep.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye. Okay, so let's come back to our dream topic, house, and so on. So we'll finish actually our class 2. To crown it all, as usual, I prepared for you some idioms. Not actually idioms dealing with dream, ideal world, and so on. So there's about just I chose some 3 idioms just to finish our class. So the first one is when pigs fly, an interesting idiomatic expression, and let's read the explanation. Vitali, will you read it out, please?
Idioms, yes.
Yeah, idioms. So
when pigs fly.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever seen a pig fly before? Never. Me neither.
Read it properly. Just not like if you were reading for yourself. Read it properly. So, have you ever seen a pig fly before? Never? Come on.
So, have you ever seen a pig fly before? Never. Me neither. This idiom basically means that something will never happen, like fat little pink mammals staring towards the sun.
So that's right. So when pigs fly, well, you can use this expression when someone asks you, so when will you finally, I don't know, learn or that? When pigs fly, so it will never happen. Good, next one, break a leg. Very interesting one. So let's read the definition, the explanation, Alexander.
Next, break a leg.
Yeah, break a leg. When do we say it? Oh, look. Come on.
Oh, look, another idiom about legs. You're about to take your dreaded calculus final, and before you head into your classroom, your roommate texts you, break a leg. Why you think in your head about would he ever wish that upon me? I thought we were cool with each other.
That's
well,
right.
Your roommate surely doesn't want your bones.
Your roommate surely doesn't want.
Surely doesn't want your bones to break while walking to your seat in the exam room. That's for sure. Break a leg actually means good luck.
That's it. So a person didn't understand first when his roommate said, break a leg. What do you mean? You want me to break my leg? So that's cruel of you. But actually, break a leg is like good luck. So when someone is gonna pass an exam or something of that kind, you should say break a leg. Doesn't mean what it really says. Okay? So don't get confused when hearing break a leg. Okay? And the last one, number 3, Mikhail. Come, Judge.
1 second. And number 3.
You can't judge.
You can judge, yes?
Yep, that's it.
You can judge a book by its cover, yes?
Yeah, that's right. And the explanation.
How many awesome books?
Awesome.
Awesome books do you think you have never read in your life just because the cover I did not catch your tail? Yes. This idiom does not only apply to books, however, but can be used for everything in general.
Essentially?
It means that you should not decide upon something based just on our appearance.
That's right. So when we were discussing appearance, there was another idiomatic expression about what did it say? A rich hut can sometimes be under a poor coat. So a good person, a nice person, can sometimes be good inside. It's not obligatory to judge appearances. So we shouldn't judge by appearances. So these are idioms I'd like you to put in the I don't know, in the luggage of your vocabulary. You learn them, use them, and impress people you're going to talk to. So thanks for coming, guys. It was an interesting class. So we had an opportunity to talk to Rich from Florida.
Yes.
An awesome guy. Well, and I hope that your, well, of course, an ideal world that doesn't exist, but anyway, we can change our world around us and we can make it more comfortable to live in. So I wish everyone to try to do that and to feel comfortable wherever you live. So thanks for coming and see you next time. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a nice evening.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.